next in my Sephora sale recommendations, we are doing all things hair, so product and tools. These are my current favorites, my current go-tos. Like if you said, Carly, go to Sephora right now and repurchase your hair care routine, these are what I would get. So they're not necessarily my all-time favorites, although a lot of them are. Looking at this, my favorite shampoo and conditioner of all time is the Oribe Gold Lust. It is so expensive. The Sephora sale is the perfect time to pick it up. I personally will be restocking the shampoo and the conditioner and the mask. So Gold Lust is their repair and restore line, and there is something about this that just like breathes life back into my hair. It brings health back into my hair. It brings like shine. And then for hair mask, I actually don't have it with me, so I'm just gonna hold up the conditioner again, and we're just gonna say that it is the mask because they look really similar. I've always said that if you wanna start with Gold Lust and you don't wanna commit to the whole line or a shampoo and conditioner set, the mask is the perfect place to start. I don't find it to be a super heavy mask, so it doesn't weigh my hair down. I am gonna break my own 1 per category rule already and show another hair mask. This is from Omega. This is their Soul Food Nourishing Hair Mask. I have loved and used this mask for years and years and years and years. This is a brand new one. My last empties video had my last one. I find this one to be a bit richer than the Oribe. It's a bit more nourishing, a bit more conditioning. This one feels almost gloopier, like more like a traditional hair mask, whereas the Oribe one feels more like a conditioner. It's not, it's still a mask, but if you wanted like a comparison for the two. And then for a detox shampoo, my favorite is the one from Way. I try to use this once a week. If I have a particularly product heavy week with my hair, sometimes I will use it more than once, but I never really use it more than twice in a week. It's just great to get all of that dirt, the gunk, the product buildup, just to get all of that out of my hair and a proper cleanse. I have been singing the praises of the Davenis Oil all-in-one milk for years at this point. This is my favorite leave-in conditioner. I am such a leave-in conditioner girl. There's just something about it where it conditions my hair, it softens my hair, but it doesn't weigh my hair down. This one is like shiny, gorgeous hair in a bottle. It also is a spray, which we know I like anything that I can be lazy and not have to use my hands. And then my favorite heat protectant is the one from Bondi Boost. Unclear if this like strawberry one was limited edition, but the OG one, the sentiment still stands. You can use it on wet hair, you can use it on dry hair. When I use it on dry hair, it dries down pretty quickly. It doesn't weigh my hair down. My favorite hair oil stays the Olaplex one. You guys know the No. 7 bonding oil has been a favorite of mine for a really, really long time. I find it to be a super user-friendly oil. It's not a super heavy oil. It's not a super viscous oil. It's a very forgiving oil, especially if you're someone who is intimidated by hair oil and you don't want your hair to look greasy or weighed down. And then 2 products that are actually both almost empty. This is the Briogeo rosemary oil, and then this is the dry shampoo from Crown Affair. You guys know I typically don't love an aerosol dry shampoo. I love that this one is powder. I love that it comes with a little brush. I find that this actually absorbs the oil and prolongs my hair. The rosemary oil from Briogeo. This is like a pre-shower treatment bun situation for me because of the nozzle. It is super easy to put it on. I like to give my scalp a good little like rub and zhuzh once it's on. My hair typically does grow pretty fast, but whenever I'm consistent with this, my hair is growing even faster. I don't think that this has made me have more or less hair, but the hair that I do have is a lot happier because of this. The Crown Affair microfiber towel is still my favorite hair towel. Microfiber is more gentle on your hair. It shortens your dry time. They are quite pricey, but I think I say this every time, they last a while. I've had this one for a really long time. And then quickly before we get into tools, if you didn't know, MEJ is at Sephora. If you didn't know, I am an MEJ girl. These are just the ones that are sitting on my vanity. I also have 2 on my coffee table. These are my favorite claw clips. They are on the pricier side. If you made me pick a favorite, it would be my cherry red. But I find that the price is worth it because these last so much longer than my cheapo ones. I love these. The big effing clip is my favorite. This shape is the big effing clip. And then into tools, my favorite curling iron is still the one from T3. This is the 1-inch barrel. I have, I think, all of the sizes. If I were to pick up one during the Sephora sale, it would be the interchangeable one, but I like to have different sizes for different styles. I just really do think that these are the best curling irons, and unfortunately all of the more affordable ones that I've tried are not as good. And then my flat iron is also from T3. This is the single pass one. I bought it because a professional on TikTok said it was the best one. I accidentally just turned it back on. You can go off. It is ceramic. I use my flat iron all the time, whether it is to get the little hairs that frame my face. I love to give them a pass of the iron. If I'm doing that kind of lion's mane, big kind of hair, I use my flat iron. And then last is my air wrap. I have the air wrap ID. I don't think you need the ID. I don't think the technology, at least I don't use the technology to like the best of its ability, but the round brush is my most used attachment because this is how I give myself a blowout at home. I go through phases with the barrels. Haven't used them recently, but with these three in a dream, I can almost maybe give myself a nice blowout.